The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Chris Middleton has been underrated for so long that now is he rated? Giannis Antetokounmpo said, people don't know how much Chris has sacrificed for this team to be great. He could easily be a 25-point-per-game scorer in the league, but he just wants to win. He knows that by doing that, everything else is going to take care of itself. Kevin?
Well, he's an all-star teammate, David, as you point out in that story. Thank you. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You look at the Bucks. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. Whiteside is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Baker in at the 1. And for Houston, they've got Klay Thompson, also Green out there. Falls out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Samuels in at the power forward. So the Bucks win the tip. It'll be hard for either side to score tonight, Greg. Two lockdown defenses that do it in a variety of ways.
Oh, I tell you what, they're both strong on the ball, in help, and in transition. And both coaches do a great job of making in-game adjustments.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Rockets on offense. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And it's Green missing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Bucks ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Middleton outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And Green puts up a deep 3. The Rockets with another miss. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
Boy, you talk about 3-and-D, guys. Middleton is the epitome of that player. Great range, mid-range game, can defend multiple positions. He does all of that at an elite level. You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
The pass to Fall. Back to Green. Over Baker. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. You know, Clark, many view Middleton as the prototypical perimeter point.
I would not disagree at all. I mean, he does everything and does it all well.
Now, here's Whiteside for 3. Baker with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Thompson for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player, always looking to make the extra pass.
Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, That's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Inside, here's Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside, in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Thompson outside. Lets the three fly. And another three for Houston.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. A moment now to check out some numbers for Chris Middleton.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Hill. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Holiday goes in. The wide open look here for Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
There's the drive. Thompson with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Holiday. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
2 minutes.
They kick it out to Green. Takes the three. And another three for Houston.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Holiday surveying the floor. Three-pointer. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Holiday recapturing the momentum. He's got his finger, actually, he's got his hands on the pulse of this game.
From past the arc, the Rockets with the new 14. Samuels the pass to Marjanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Here he goes. And it's Green slamming it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lopez outside. The shot by Holiday, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The rebound by Marjanovic. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Green against Holiday. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Box ball.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the three-point line.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Holiday. Pass to Hill. Shoots over White.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Bucks on top. They lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And a valued reserve for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton was asked about the depth of this team.
I've been saying it for a long time. We have much more depth than I think people realize. I honestly think through the roster 1 to 15, you have guys that, would be rotation players on any other team.
And he's a prime example. The former second-round pick continuing to improve.
Refining his perimeter shot, Kevin. And as we've seen, he can play above the rim as well.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, you've got Reddish. He's out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Vildoza in at the point. Now here's Reddish. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Hield with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And that's good. Buddy Hield for 3. Hield's got the lead up to 2 now for Houston. And the NBA is shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Drew Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball. How to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. Made them a lot better. Guys?
That's how you make us, David. Thank you. With stories like that. That kid, Drew Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific player. Both good from the line that time.
Kevin, I don't think we can overstate how big a deal it was for Holiday to come to the Bucks. I mean, this team went after him hard, and you can see why. He's such a terrific all-around player and a great leader as well.
Thompson with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And Holiday was a hot name when he went on the trading block. Bucks paid the big price to get him.
And I think trading for him helped secure Giannis long-term. Quite honestly, he really does complement this roster.
Now, here's Thompson. He had 22 points in the win against New Orleans.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Middleton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Thompson misses.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Bucks making a switch here. Baker's checked in. That'll be a 5-second call. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Drew Holiday.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's Middleton. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Miami.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Whiteside. That's tipped. On the wing, Thompson. Antetokounmpo defending. From deep. Klay Thompson, and that's good. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
There's the triple. That shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
A new lineup here for Houston. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez is checked in. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. That's a 2 from Hield. It's good from the top of the key. Hield's got 5 points so far. Milwaukee with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Baker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Now Hield. After Chris Middleton missed from long range. Hield can't hit. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes to Lopez. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Bucks making a change here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Rockets leading by 4. Now here's Hield. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first, and having been behind by as many as 8, they clawed their way back. After a slow start, they turned up in the second quarter, going into the half with a 4-point lead. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Their unselfishness has kept them in the game. Just look at the assist numbers. Guys are making cuts. They move with the ball freely. They look to see the offense function like a well-oiled machine, sort of like myself.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. Antetokounmpo out there with Whiteside, and it's Baker in at the 1. Baker passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Here's Baker. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Shots good by Middleton.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Rockets leading by 5. Thompson up top. 17 points in the game. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 19 points.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Here's Baker. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Green. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 of 4 to start.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players. I really believe in this group." As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance. Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. Now here's Thompson. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. From the arc. Thompson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Goes back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year.
Take a break.
Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Bucks. Wara checked in, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Houston leading by 5. Thompson outside. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 24.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Timeout called the Bucks. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 8. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. There's the pass to Nwora. No good with the triple. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Thompson for the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Offensive rebound. DiVincenzo. It's blocked. Now Thompson. 27 points for him. Takes a 3. And he slams it one-handed.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
And that one comes up a bit short.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
Hill, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez dishes to Hill. They need this. Driving the lane.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Thompson misses. Bucks trail by 15. DiVincenzo with it. 6 points for him. Stripped away. Jacks up a 3, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Samuel. Thompson's got 16 here in the second half. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Middleton's checked in. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Hill, no good. Houston leading by 18. White finds Hill. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Hill throws it down.
I think that's why Hill's teammates really like him. I mean, he gets to the hoop rapidly and really does it in a simple-looking fashion.
Now here's Hield. He has 5. And he gets it to go. Hield's got 7.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And here's Middleton. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Ray Thompson has been leading the charge for Houston. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Alvin Gentry's going. Got Hield. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Reddish. And it's Samuels in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Hield off the drive. And the layup is good.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Baker passes to Middleton. Free throw line jump shot. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry and looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now here's Hield. A 3. Hill pulls it in. Bucks trail by 16. To the left side wing. There's Baker. Defended by Thibault. Here's Whiteside. It's stolen. Hield outside. Over Baker. Again, Hield missing.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Knocked away. It's Hill on the wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Whiteside. And the shot is good. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
That's a 2 from Hield. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And the Rockets lead by 16. Hill kicks to Middleton. It's back to Hill. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Whiteside. He can't get that one to fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Here's Hill following the score by Houston. Pass to Middleton. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Rockets leading by 18. Healed outside. And there's the try. And then Healed with the jump.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hill.
Timeout called the Bucks. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Bucks trail by 20. Now here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Thompson misses. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's DiVincenzo.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Green passes it to Thompson. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 33 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Green against DiVincenzo. High post try. Green, no luck. Bucks trail by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep, even though it is a small number. Still nice to get that sweep.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Klay Thompson.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better, yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Damn, that one's good. Green.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Bucks ball. Buck substitution, George Hill.
Now Bellamy over to the left wing. Here's Diakite. The layup missed. Green fires from way outside. No good there. So we see Houston taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
In the league's history.
One thing that I've 2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. A gorgeous view of the city streets there in downtown Boston. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Jason Tatum already an all-star, but he won't rest until he's a superstar. He said, quote, "Nobody puts higher expectations on me than myself. When I have big games, I try not to get too excited because the guys I look up to, they do it often. I want to get to the point where when I do it, it's kind of like another night." Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. Now we get a chance to check some stats for him.
Over the past 5 games, his assist totals have been slipping. He and his teammates just don't seem to be clicking right now. Hopefully that's something he can correct tonight.
Here are the starters for Houston. They've got Klay Thompson, Matisse Thybulle out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Paul in at the 5. And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. Then there's Robert Williams. Then there's Marcus Smart. And we know it's never easy to play on the road, Grant. Just how tough are lengthy road trips?
Well, I'll tell you, after game 3 or 4 or 5 on the road, you definitely feel it. I mean, towards the end of a road trip, it's a struggle to play near 100%.
Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
Jason Tatum is the complete package on the offensive end. He can drive it, he can get to the mid-range, and now the three-point shot.
Now here's White. Launches a 3. Williams grabs the board. Boston on offense. It's a three-point game. Pass to Smart. Now here's Tatum. He's closely guarded. Williams on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Williams passes to Smart. Back comes Houston in transition.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Houston with the ball. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Now here's Tatum. 23 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
White can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it's Smart missing. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Pass to Reddish. Now here's Thompson. Williams defending. Thompson shot is off. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Pass break. Here come the Celtics.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Now here's White. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Hits the trifecta. White's got 6.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Williams passes to Brown. And Williams punches it home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grab, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen. Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
All right, look who's coming out onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
Marjanovic checked in for the Rockets. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Celtics. Not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
Seeing where Houston is, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believe.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Out of bounds. Celtics ball.
Here's Bamba. Poke loose. And here they come. Fires for 3. Thompson, no good. Boston trailing. On the wing, Bryant. Back to Pritchard. To the inside. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
1:24 left in the first quarter. Here's Thompson. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Thompson's got 8.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by White. Here's Tatum. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. He's got 7. For Houston, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. And it's Thompson penetrating. It's rebounded by Chapman.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Outside White. Thompson right side. That doesn't go either for Thompson.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. The 3 from Thompson buries it from 3.
Let's remember, Klay Thompson is 6'7" and still adept at handling the rock. How about that dribble drive? Wow.
Outside Tatum. Back comes Houston in transition. Back to Thibault. The kick out to White. Thompson left side. With 1 on the clock. Drained it for 2 points.
Well, you've got to mix up your looks and where you score from. And right now, Klay Thompson, the mid-range jumper on point.
And so is Klay Thompson making highlights for the Houston Rockets. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be back in a moment. you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
So on the floor for Houston. To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Tatum. A few players ahead of him in voting. But if he can hold on to his number 5 spot, he'll be in the three-point contest.
He's a guy you need to have there. I'm pretty sure he'll be competing All-Star Weekend, and he's got a shot to win it all.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
So it's the Rockets now. After the basket by Boston, Hield from outside. And Bryant pulls it down.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Boy, we have seen Jason Tatum improve each and every year. Not just his productivity, guys. He's so skilled. But it's the leadership. It's the maturity for his age. That's really striking.
Hield on the wing. They grab their own miss. Outside, Green. 4-3. It's not going to go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And Doris, Tatum's acumen as a playmaker now is leadership by example.
Well, championships are won with unselfish play. His teammates have developed their games as well. This guy now trusts them and wants to make sure everybody's involved.
Here's Chapman. He played a great game against San Antonio. Now Green. No one near him. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
And the Celtics call time here. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's have a look at the league's most disruptive defenders at the small forward position. The guys with the most steals per game over the past month. Fourth, Jaylen Brown.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
Yeah, defense a huge point of emphasis for each of them. And it doesn't matter whether they're on the ball, as the steals suggest, or off the ball situations either. They are as active a group of defenders as you're going to see.
Pass to Vildoza. Pulls up. Off the left rim and out.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Williams' shot is good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The Celtics have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Plumlee. Brown against Hield. Outside, Brown. Back to Plumlee. Shot clock at 5.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That's his first personal foul.
That's good from Plumlee. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Mason Plumlee at the line for 2.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Houston in the lead. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got 8 points.
This right here, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Smart. And in that win against the Spurs, he's another guy who played really well. Williams' shot is good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Thompson against Smart. Takes the three. And Thompson gets the three. He's got 16.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
They get it back. Defended by Thompson. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul. Bamba's checked in for Boston.
That's his first personal foul.
Houston has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter.
Mo Bamba.
And here's Thompson for three. Another three from Houston.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
And Boston calls time here.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Pass to Brown. It's Smart on the wing. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Releases from 15. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Thompson, no good. Boston trailing. Pass to Smart. To the middle. It's stolen by Thibault. White against Smart. Thompson outside. From deep. The rebound, Celtics. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Bamba misses. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. And it's Klay Thompson with the 3. Thompson's got 22.
I'll tell you guys, the explosiveness. Once Klay Thompson finds his rhythm, look out.
Here's Williams. Pass to Bamba. And again, another missed shot. The Rockets have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. White for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Out to the wing. Oh, there's the alley. And Williams punches it home.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Houston Rockets up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And the 3-ball has been huge in building this lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. His three-point stroke was a thing of beauty. He was very consistent, knocked down 7 total, giving the defense nightmares out there. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage that they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it out. I don't even want to talk about it.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tatum at 4, while Williams patrols the middle. Filling out the wings, it's Smart and Brown. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Here's Tatum. No good, off the front rim. Houston's shooting 52% from the floor so far. Hield from outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Hield's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong. Boy, it is really hard not to root for Jaylen Brown. This guy is so incredibly smart. He's a champion for social justice. Not a stretch to imagine him as the head of the Players Union someday, guys. And honestly, even beyond that, this guy has got tremendous leadership.
And Antetokounmpo over to help. Tatum passes to Williams. Kicks it out to Smart. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Hield comes with a double. This one for 3. And Smart gets the 3. Smart has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And of course, Brown has talked about his love for the strategy in chess. That's what negotiating a CBA is like.
That's right. Takes a cool head, takes some patience. Every move has to be completely thought through, and you do not want to make a mistake because it can unravel your position.
Now here's Hield, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Both teams will make substitutions. And already halfway through the year, let's see how the West is stacking up. Taking a look at the Rockets. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
I think for Houston, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Pass to Chapman. There's the double with Thompson. Here's Bryant. Uses the glass on the layup. Bryant's got his first basket.
Boy, tremendous focus from the big man. Thomas Bryant making the difficult finish look pretty routine. That's nice.
The 3 from Thompson. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Bryant outside, puts up a 3, sinks the tray. Bryant's got 5.
Boy, no hesitation whatsoever. Thomas Bryant, catch and shoot. Go ahead, sir.
The 3 from Thompson, sinks it from distance.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Tatum, from downtown. Doesn't go for him. And Houston the other way now. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Boston has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try. He does it. What a pretty dunk.
A step back shot. And Bryant pulls it down.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Here's Chapman, defended by Thompson. Here's Tatum, pass to Chapman. Now here's Bryant, lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Reddish. Outside White. A minute 29 left in the third. Here's Reddish. Houston gets it back. Here's Fall. Back to Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by White. There's the double with Thompson. Here's Chapman. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Thompson. Count it. Thompson's got 36 points.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Pritchard. Plumlee up top. Pass to Bryant. It's deflected. And they'll get another chance. That's short off the rim. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. 17-foot shot on the way. Boston with a rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Bryant. Here's Chapman. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Houston Rockets. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So the Houston 5 right now. Boban Marjanovic out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Buddy Hield. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Thompson in at the 1. Now here's Smart. Driving to the basket. No good on the shot. Hield with the defensive effort. Here's Reddish. Excellent D there from Bryant.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Lets it fly. And that one's long.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Pass to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about Jaylen Brown showing us his touchdown low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Outside Hield. He shoots. Good as the jump shot falls. Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
Here's Thompson. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Hield on the wing. Offensive board.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Brown in the high post. Kicks it out to Smart. Launches it on target from range.
Well, though he's not known as a prolific three-point shooter, Marcus Smart takes his time, delivers. That's a big-time shot.
Now here's Thompson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Hield. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hield's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And out of bounds, Houston will have it.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Williams defending. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Rockets ball.
Boston on D. Trailing by 17. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. No good on the three. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Smart. Misses in close.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Pass to Marjanovic. Defended by Brown. Outside Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hield's got 10 points in just the second half.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Hield. Three-pointer. Hauled in by Brown. Inside. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
We are talking about a physical, multi-skilled big in Mo Bamba, and he does a nice job drawing that contact.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Houston has gotten just one of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. From the arc. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter. That three's off the mark. The Rockets shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, They set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Klay Thompson.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And Williams punches it home.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
At the line for the Celtics, Robert Williams. At the line, shooting 1.
So it's the Rockets now. They led the game at one point by 20. Here's Vildoza. Here's Fall. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Zero hesitation, guys. You just marvel at centers like Mo Bamba. The ability to knock down jumper after jumper.
The 3 from Thompson knocks down the triple.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Season 5's draft is on February.
Coming up next, the Mavericks taking on the Rockets. For Dallas, it's a battle between teams with championship DNA. They will have the home crowd behind them in what is sure to be a clash of titans. Rockets, Mavs, coming up next. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Rockets, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Mavericks, they're in 5th place.
You know, right now, Dallas, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Klay Thompson. He's out there with Reddish. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Fall, and it's Samuels in at the 4-man position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Jackson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Brown, and it's Ryder in at the power forward. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete, it's the technology and the science that goes into making. A better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
The pass to Brown. Reddish with the slam.
You love the vision from Thompson. I mean, when you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He's concerned about Klay Thompson's defensive abilities. Coach said Klay can take your best scorer out of the game. You have to make him switch off, using motion, screens, whatever it takes. So we can expect creative offensive sets from them tonight, Kevin. Have a great game.
Thank you, David. So it's the Rockets now. The Mavericks making the shot. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Back to Doncic. To the inside. Brown. It's blocked. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Jackson missing again.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
Thompson outside. Deflects the pass. Beyond the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The perfect shooting form. Something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
And they double up Doncic. Ryder, then the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Down low with the shot. Ryder, he can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
Now here's Thompson. In the game against Boston, very impressive.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. He must have had a good warm-up because he's hot. I mean, he's 3 for 4 already, and we're only getting started.
Thompson for 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Ryder. On the wing, Hardaway. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And obviously, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. And he's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah. You could be that much better on the glass. You're going to win the game.
Marjanovic checked in for Houston. White comes in for Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 4. Passes it to Powell. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Yep, it counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
Well, White's a talented player, but very streaky. You never know who's going to show up.
Now here's Powell. Bledsoe outside. And they recover it. Here's Biyombo. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Into the lane. A shot by Reddish, no good. Chris, as you said with White, he can make 10 in a row and then miss the next 15.
Well, Kevin, that's just how some players are. It all averages out, and hopefully White can find a bit more consistency.
Now, here's Reddish. Guarded by Bledsoe. Back to White. Pass to Reddish. Driving in. Out to White from downtown. Goes up with it again. A shot by Reddish, no good.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And the dunk by Doncic.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Rockets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Reddish. Powell pulls it in.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Biyombo, and the dunk by Biyombo.
A
playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's White. Top of the key jumper, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
White inside, shoots over Doncic.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Mavericks lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
Well, they've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
The Rockets trail. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Antetokounmpo out there with Fall. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Green, and it's Thompson in at the points. Now here is Hardaway after the miss from Buddy Hield. Let's go. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Up top, Hield. Guarded by Bledsoe.
He's coming in hot. Hield makes an audacious play for the first hoop, and it pays off big time.
The Mavericks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Bledsoe looking around. Over Hield. Fall with the rebound.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Hield outside. Shoots over Powell. Hield can't hit. And it's Wade with the ball for Dallas. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Dallas leading by 4. The tray. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Hardaway against Green. Kicks it to Hield. Back to Green. Puts one up from 19. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And you think of the superstars who dominate the game with their skill level, Chris, like Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, even Luka. Who are those skill superstars from when you played?
Oh, well, I mean, I tell you, for me, there's guys like Steve Nash, of course, my boys, shout out to my man Peja Stojakovic, Dirk Nowitzki, Mark Price, Chris Mullin. What up, Mully? John Stockton. I mean, just Just a lot of great talent in this league.
Dallas calls timeout.
To Dallas.
It's the Mavericks with the ball. Jackson finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And it's Green missing. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded close. Good.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Here's Green. Out to Thompson. Clock at 6. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic passes to Jackson. They get it back.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Green. Mavericks with the rebound. There's Jackson with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Dallas with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Jackson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
This scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead in.
Thompson from long range. Here's Samuels. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound. He gets whistled for the over the back.
We see this a lot. The ball looks so good coming your way. It's hard to resist reaching over.
Mavericks making a switch here. Biombo's checked in. Falls checked in for Houston. Reddish comes in for Green. Down kicks to Doncic. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when he's knocking down the triple, pack it up. There's nothing you can take away from Luka.
Reddish. Now the pass to Thompson. Driving inside. Lays it up off the glass. Thompson's got 13.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Doncic dishes to Brown to the paint. And the dunk by Doncic.
Slammed down by Doncic. A monster in the backcourt at 6'7".
Thompson against Doncic. Out to the wing. Reddish with the ball. Working on Biombo. The shot by Thompson, no good. Mavericks leading by 12. Pass to Brown. recovers it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
3 points.
16 points for him.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Pass to Ryder. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. That'll do it for the first half. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint. And if we can continue to do that, it puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. They looked firmly in control in the second, carving out a healthy 11-point lead. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison. I love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole nother half to go. I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
And Kenny, what do you have to say about the Rockets?
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you've got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Jackson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Moses Brown. And it's Ryder in at the 4 slot. Here's Brown. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Brown's got 8.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Green finds White. Over Doncic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Hardaway's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Bledsoe comes in for Doncic. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
On defense, the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. And they double up Jackson. Down low. Brown. Hardaway with the steal. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ryder, then the pass to Powell. Jackson in the corner. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Reddish kicks to Thompson. From beyond the arc and then some. Thompson's got 19 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Now here's Jackson, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Ryder. Outside Hardaway. It's Powell on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Wade is checked in for Ryder. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Marjanovic is checked in. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway, no good.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Offensive rebound. Here's Samuels. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Here's Powell. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Now, here's Reddish. Wade is covering. A shot by Reddish, no good. Mavericks leading by 5. On the wing, Jackson. Outside Hardaway. Powell against Marjanovic. Bledsoe for 3. Dallas again missing. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And there's the pass to Thompson. Over Hardaway. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Reddish. Thompson's got 24.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Dallas making a switch here. Biombo's checked in.
Make some noise, fans!
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. He kicks it to Wade. Pass to Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Powell's got 6.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Houston.
They kick it out to Green. Passes it to White.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Green. It's Biombo with the rebound. Biombo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wade passes to Biombo. The putback. Green with the rebound. Rockets trail by 5. Three-pointer, heel. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. They're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Now, here's Biombo. Bledsoe outside. And here is Hardaway. Outside for Bledsoe. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Houston. They've got a 13-2 run going. In the corner, it's Hield. Shoots over Doncic. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hield's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Doncic outside. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. 13 points in the game.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Here is Bledsoe following the basket by Jalen Green. The three. It doesn't go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way. We got 22 seconds left to play in the third. That's a 2 from Hield. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. White against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Over Green. No good. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 43% from the field. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Alvin Gentry's going. White is out there with Hield. And it's Green, and it's Samuels in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Hield after Luka Doncic's bucket. Shoots off the step back, and right on target. Good.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
Doncic against Green. Bledsoe outside. They double-team Bledsoe. The 3 for Doncic. The Rockets pull it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Hield. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so here is Dallas. Led by as many as 14 points. Doncic passes to Brown. And here's Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Pass to Doncic. Out to the right wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot from outside the arc. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Houston with a big group substitution here. Falls checked in for Antetokounmpo. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Reddish, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Klay Thompson in for White. Jackson is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Houston. And so Brown will bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Ryder. And the pass to Jackson. Outside Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Over Reddish. Offensive rebound. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Reddish. Thompson from long range. They get it back.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Brown the pass to Hardaway. Here's Ryder. Fall with the rebound. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Fall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
He's off on the first. Dwight Powell's checked in for Brown. And the second free throw, good. Mavericks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Powell, and it's blocked. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Houston with a big group substitution here. Samuels checked in. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Reddish, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Thompson in for White. Left side Hardaway. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over Thompson. No good off the front iron.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Reddish has got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. Dallas calls timeout. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Klay Thompson.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He told him this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
All right, David, thanks.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Now, here's Doncic. Powell finds Doncic. Looking to end the run. Dallas, no good that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Feeds to Powell. And the layup's good off the glass.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
And there's no better feeling coming up nails when the stakes are high.
Now, here's Reddish. And that one drops for him. Reddish has got 8 points in the quarter.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense far more effective here in the second. They finally found some sets that are working for them.
Doncic with it. Defended by Thibault. Doncic, no good.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's changed.
A shot by Reddish, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 7. Here's Hardaway. Rockets with the rebound. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from the wing. Reddish's shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Out of hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Substitution for the Rockets.
.26 seconds left in the fourth. And Brown throws it down hard.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Thompson from long range. And it's Wade with the rebound. Brown inside the line. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Brown finds James. From deep three-point range, misses there. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Clay. This was a grinded-out win. How did you pull away?
Defense. That's simple. It was a sloppy game at times, but, you know, we're making missed shots. That's a given. But one constant you can have when you play this game is how hard you play on defense and how focused you are. And I felt like, besides, you know, not boxing out at times, our defense was amazing tonight.
You certainly turned it up at that end, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.